What's up guys, welcome to another video. First training session of the week, bank holiday Monday, so having to train a little bit earlier today, which isn't ideal, seeing as today I'm going to be going for a very big new deadlift personal best. So last year, around this time last year, I managed to pull 600 pounds in my conventional stance for the first time ever, so that's 272.5 kilos, and today I'm attempting to double that. So naturally, I'm a little bit nervous and apprehensive about the lift for two reasons. First of all, obviously I really want to get it, but secondly, over the weekend I've had a bit of a knee complaint, which is annoying, obviously another sort of injury that I'm complaining about, but yeah, it basically feels a little bit like either a slight MCL strain or a meniscus injury. And how I sort of have come to that conclusion is obviously doing my physiotherapy stuff at the moment. We're actually learning a lot about the knee at the moment and sort of special tests that you can do to diagnose, and I've basically done those tests on myself and it's come back positive as a meniscus injury. So sort of going into that excessive hyperflexion brings on symptoms, and any sort of like tibial rotation is causing problems with it as well. So I don't really know the causality of it. The only thing I can think of is when I was at uni a few weeks ago, we were doing the tests on the knee and I was the model, so I was getting prodded and poked quite a lot, which probably sort of caused a little bit of laxity in the area and probably made it a little bit less stable when I then went and squatted. But yeah, trying not to think about it. It's feeling better today, but it's obviously one of those things that's sort of in the back of my mind. So when I get to the gym, I'm just going to have to really focus and get the music on and literally put it to the back of my mind, because otherwise I'm not going to get this lift. So yeah, that's the excuses out the way anyway.
Sometimes I hunt for the stone just to weather it. Prefer them deadly than challenge accepted. And don't get too friendly, my motives are treacherous. There's a thin line between pain and what pleasure is. And on that thin line is me leaving them breathless. Make them aware it's their moment of reckoning. It used to be less of a wreck, now I'm reckless. I'm the best and I still get the best of them. Hold up. Always been the one that got them carrying. Still get a little bloodlust every now and then. Beckoning, follow him or fall to him like they all do it. I follow my own guidance. I follow my own guidance. Still woke up and chose violence. When I talk, they all silent. Everything, said I'm ready for any and everything. Mama said that I could be so many things, but this morning I chose to be menacing. I said everything, baby, everything. Said I'm ready for any and everything. Mama said that I could be so many things, but this morning I chose to wake up and be ready to fight. Everything, everything. Tell them I'm ready for anything. Everything, everything. I swear I'm ready for anything. Bring it on, it's not enough. Baby, I'm ready for everything. Everything, everything. Tell them I'm ready for anything. Too competitive. Had a wrestling match with Mount Everest. Leaving as prey, I could chase off the predators. You can't run with me, little boy, you're too delicate. Hold up! I'm feeling a little bit dangerous, and they looking a little bit anxious. If I'm laughing while I'm twiddling my fingers, it's only a warning that you can't just walk up to me, talking to me. Ain't no telling my reaction, I could black out. This is such an experience, and it's always one I wanna max out. Everything, said I'm ready for any and everything. Mama said that I could be so many things, but this morning I chose to be menacing. I said everything, that means everything. Said I'm ready for any and everything. Mama said that I could be so many things, but this morning I chose to be menacing. So don't you ever think y'all gon' back me down. Woo! Swear right now I'm ready to fight. Everything, everything. Tell them I'm ready for anything. Everything, everything. I swear I'm ready for anything. Bring it on, it's not enough. Baby, I'm ready for everything. Everything, everything. Tell them I'm ready for anything.
Oh, all right then. There you go, son.
We didn't take the things back.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
I'll do it after.
Yeah.
They're ours. They're like in
okay.
thingies. Yeah,
That's fine.
I'll take them back after.
Cool.
Right, I'll see you in there. Okay. Let's talk about the positives and let's talk about the negatives. Obviously, the positives, I'm not dead. That's obviously a positive. The other positive, my knee didn't hurt and my knee is okay, so I managed to get through the session without my knee hurting. And the other positive is the fact that the 272.5 that I did for the first rep, the bare hand deadlift, is technically a PB in as much as it was with bare hands and not with straps. So I've never lifted that sort of weight in my hands before, so in a way I'm sort of looking at the positive there, that is a PB there. But obviously the negatives are the fact that I wasn't able to get the double on the 272.5, although the program does say 1 to 2 reps, but obviously the 2 reps would have just been a very big confidence booster going forward into the next block of training. But I'm not going to be too hard on myself, because obviously there were variables that played into the fact that I didn't get the double, I think, and I think one of those was the fact that I did go out on Friday night, and probably the recovery side of things really hasn't been good over the weekend, which is obviously my own fault. I'm taking accountability for that. I realise that that has probably been a contributing factor, so obviously sort of recovery needs to be a big focus now for the last sort of big push towards the competition. And the fact that I trained at an unfamiliar time, they're really bad excuses. But it is a thing, you know. I don't like training in the morning because obviously it was a bank holiday session, so it meant that I wasn't able to eat any food, because I really don't like eating in the morning, so I didn't really have any food before I trained. You know, all these little things, and it's things that I'm just going to have to like suck up if I want to just move on and yeah, hit some bigger numbers in the future, because yeah, I need to be better basically. I need to take ownership of the fact that my recovery leading up to this was not good. And it's I'm just a bit annoyed at myself, I think, overall. I think overall I'm just a little bit disappointed, and I know on Friday night I probably shouldn't have had as many drinks as I did, because I was hungover on Saturday, and then I ate sort of crap food, affected sleep. It's all those sort of things which I think has obviously spilled over to today's session. But yeah, I mean, after the session, I just obviously have been at my auntie's house. We've just had a really nice meal, and it's been really nice. It's sort of taken my mind off the fact that I just failed my lift, because it's amazing how much you can actually take that away from the gym with you and take that home with you, because it is very frustrating. But it's been really nice hanging out with family. We have just got to the pub, the Beehive, where I'm going to spend a little bit more time with some more family as well. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to be drinking, because I can't afford to, because if I do, then that's going to affect my recovery, and then I'm going to be having the same conversation. So yeah, I'm just going to go and hang out with the rest of my family now in the pub, obviously have a Diet Coke or something, and just bond and have a nice time with them. So I'll catch you guys later in the week. I'm actually going for a 240 kilo squat at the end of the week, so fingers crossed my knee holds up for that as well. Generally my knee felt really good as well today, which is a real positive. It means that we can sort of move on from this session and just get better. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later in the week. See you in a bit. It smells the same, Right, I can finally talk to you because I've deliberately not vlogged while I've been in the gym today because I really wanted to be focused for this squat session because I really didn't want to fail twice in a week. But yeah, managed to work up to the top set of 240 for 2. It felt a little bit grim and it felt very heavy on my back, but naturally it will, it's a PB. But looking back at the footage, I was actually really happy with it. It probably moved just as well as 235 did 2 weeks ago. So that's obviously a positive that I am still sort of progressing in that way as well. So yeah, just absolutely buzzing with it. It meant obviously a lot to get it. Had to get quite hyped up, you know, go to that sort of classic dark place to get in the headspace to get under the bar and get it done. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I got it because yeah, failure was not an option today. So I got here about 10 to 6, so it's now 20 past 8, so that's 2.5 hours, and I've done 2 exercises. So I've done squats and I've just done bench. So it's taken me 2.5 hours just to do that. So I'm not going to have time to do my accessories because I am heading off to go and see Mike, who is in a band, and I went to go and see him a few weeks ago. But I'm going with Matt, my coach, to go and see his band in the gig. So that'd be a nice way to sort of end the week. I'm not obviously drinking. I'm going to learn from last Friday's mistakes. But yeah, I mean, I've done what I really needed to do in the gym today, so a few accessories skipped isn't the end of the world. And also Matt's here and he's sort of given his blessing for me to do that, so I don't feel so bad. Are you Mike from Life in Mono?
Some say I am.
Bloody hell, I'm absolutely starstruck. How are you feeling?
All good, although I fucked my hand deadlifting, so
the
a bit worried about grabbing the sticks.
Nice.
Yeah, all good.
Happy days.
Nice t-shirt.
Yeah, available now?
Still available, just about
on the
more
website.
limited supply there.
Link in the description, as always. Yeah, looking forward to it. #1 fan now.
You are #1 fan. 2 t-shirts, Jesus Christ.
Heading home. That was absolutely sick as ever. Do recommend, if you want to listen to some of Mike's music, hit the link in the description, go and check him out. I'm very hungry because I've not actually eaten anything since the gym, so I think I'm going to try and scout out a late night Mackey's and then go home and sleep because it's like 12:30 now, so it's a bit late, but I'm very hungry, so I do need a Mackey's. Is it alright if I get another tomato one?
Yeah.
The spicy tomato?
Happy birthday, Lisa. It never goes far as one picture.
Lovely, thank you my love, cheers. What a week of training. Saturday today. Just going to quickly reflect over the week as a whole. Obviously it didn't start brilliantly for me with the deadlifts, although I am trying to look at the positives of that, because I did still manage to get a personal best on the deadlift with the bare hands. So technically this week I have managed to get 2 new personal bests, obviously the deadlift and the squat yesterday. And I think what I'm particularly happy with the squat yesterday is the fact that I was in such a fatigued state. Obviously being with the deadlifts and just the build up of training over the last month or so, obviously it's been very taxing. So I was really happy to get the 240 for 2. I'm now into my last block of training, so this block is literally just finished. So I'm into my last 6 weeks before comp, so I know exactly what I'm going to be doing leading up to the competition, and it's nice to see that taper near the end heading towards the competition. So I know that once I've actually started tapering, then these sort of heavier lifts are going to start to feel better. Obviously the fatigue is still going to build for the next few weeks before that taper, so I need to be focused for that, but I just got to trust the process and know that when it gets close to the comp and on comp day I'll be feeling really fresh, and hopefully these numbers are going to be moving really well, because I now know what my openers and my second attempt and my potential third attempts are going to be if everything goes according to plan. I think I'm going to talk about that more in the next video around what the actual meet day is going to look like in terms of attempts and things like that, but it's very exciting. Obviously the week, like I say, didn't start brilliantly, so I really wanted to make sure that I finished it strong with the squats, so I'm really happy that I managed to do that. So it just sets me up nicely for the next block of training, and just fills me with confidence again, because I must admit after Monday I was feeling a little bit deflated. Even though I did manage to get a new personal best, I really wanted that double. So yeah, obviously like I spoke about earlier in the video, there's a lot of variables that went into that, so just need to stay focused for the next 6 weeks now, and then turn up on comp day and smash that 700 kilo total. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. I'm actually training tomorrow instead of Monday because I've got a few mates coming down to Trojan, some of which you would have seen on the channel before. So there's Joel, Fraser and Pete. We're going to have a training session together, and I think we're going to get some food as well, so that should be fun. So I'm basically doing my Monday's deadlift session tomorrow. Obviously I'm feeling extremely sore today, so we don't know how that's going to go, but luckily, like I say, it's a new block. And the deadlifts are quite light, so it's not exactly going to be super taxing, but really looking forward to seeing them. That'll be in the next video, so I hope you'll tune in for that. As for this one, I hope you have enjoyed it. Please leave it a like if you have, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, peace.